Whenever I travel, I love looking at fascinating retail. And I was in San Francisco recently and got down to the ferry terminal where I really enjoyed my time in a marketplace that they have down there. And I want to show you what I found fascinating about that. So within the marketplace area where you've got a whole bunch of small shops, there is also this sort of larger space, probably 400 square meters, where you've got a bunch of really, really micro businesses, tiny businesses, their products are represented in this space. And as you step into it, this is what I saw when I first entered. And I thought, oh, that's interesting, some mugs and things like that. But what interested me more about this display was the stand itself. So it's got the pegboard on this side. You can see how thin it is there, and it's metal. So they're putting magnets on there using every piece of space that they possibly can. And then on the other side, they've got station with a small statement there about the organization that's designed this particular product. And each of these kind of stands represents a different local maker, which I thought was absolutely fascinating. I love the way they're representing the brand. They're doing it in a consistent way with the clipboard. And they're able to get a whole bunch of product on there, which is just great. Very shoppable, very easy. Elsewhere in that same display, you've got this leather goods company displaying product really professionally. Nice stand again, very simple, very easy to look at. You've got some jewelry product. You've got this baked product, which is also on trend at the moment and quite popular, locally made in San Francisco, some pottery. And then you have a look at Secret Canyon, which is just, again, using those stands. And you can see the amount of space that they've got there. It's probably 1.5 square meters, if that. So it's this shop within a shop. And the way it works in this space is that, for example, if I was buying something from Secret Canyon, I'd grab the product and then I'd go to the front of the overall space and then pay at this single register. So you might have 20 businesses in here that are all represented in their own space. No one's staffing them. And then you have somebody at a counter over near the front door where you pay for all of your purchases in the one time, which I think is pretty cool. What I liked about Secret Canyon is the way they represent their stationery. Really clever, very much focused on a particular type of shopper, but really able to satisfy their needs across a broad range of product, including washi tape and stickers and all sorts of amazing items. Truly fantastic. And again, using the stand in a clever way so that you're able to display a lot of product in a very small amount of space. In this marketplace, you've got some unusual sort of products. I mean, we're all trying very hard to be careful about reusing, recycling, making sure that we're doing the right thing with bags in our retail businesses. And, I saw this bag and it's a thank you bag. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. It's quite a nice and cool sort of bag. But hey, man, $36 US or $42, it's pretty pricey, but it makes a statement. And so I guess, and the bag's extremely well made. It's going to last a long time. So I guess there are certainly shoppers out there who are happy to give Lauren that amount of money for the bags, which sort of surprised me, I guess. Also in this same marketplace space is this artist has got their prints on display. And I bought one of these. It just absolutely drew me in, fascinating. And Johnny Jefferson's prints, his art is just, I don't know. It says here, emotional visitors. It really touched me. I really thought it was pretty cool. And a lot of fun, whimsical, I guess. Really, really enjoyed it. Working around this space, this marketplace space, I just want to give you a sense. You've got all these different products. So I was talking about Johnny's products here. Now you can see them over in the corner there and the far right corner. So you get a sense of kind of how small the amount of space is for each of the makers. So you've got a whole lot of products bunched in here so that the shopper who is, maybe a tourist or getting around, they want to see a lot of different products. They want to see product density in there, and they're certainly getting it with all of these different products that you've got on display. As I was about to leave, I saw this and I thought, gee, that's fascinating. And what I thought it was and what it is are two different things. See how it's narrow there. So it's pottery. It doesn't look like pottery. Absolutely fantastic. These are clay vases made by Alison Owen. And of course, you can read it yourself. There's Alison's story. Absolutely fantastic. unlike anything I've seen before. Really, really appreciate it. What I like about what they're doing here at the marketplace is you've got the products on display, like you can see there. And then you've got the artist statement here on the left-hand side, and that's placed next to the product. And so this way, they're able to represent really well a range of brands in the business. And they've got to do that because there are no staff there to talk about Allison's product. There's one staff member over at the register checking people out as they leave the overall space. And so you've got to be able to tell the story and provide answers to questions in the backstory easily. And they do it really well in this situation. Very clever, very inspiring. What I liked about getting to this particular marketplace was the diversity of product that they had on display, how easy it was to move around. And I'll go back to what I said at the beginning. Those A-frame display units that you face as you walk into the business, absolutely fascinating. I guess the thing that interests me is if I had space in a regional shopping setting, like if I had a lot of space, I would certainly look at subletting that space to makers to be able to put their product in, whether I sublet it or whether I sell their products on consignment, not sure which. My point is, if you've got makers in your area and they're looking to sell what they're making, then what they're doing at Marketplace and so many other places around the world now, where they're taking these large open spaces and then filling them with 10, 15, 20 or 30 local makers and having a range of product represented there. It's really clever. It's collaborative. It's very local. It connects with that local maker, local shopper situation. And I think what they're doing, particularly at the ferry terminal in San Francisco, is very, very interesting. And it makes it a destination. I went there because I'd heard about what they were doing with makers. Absolutely fascinated, blown away by it, really enjoyed the experience. I hope you found it interesting.